Our vision was to have a single system that could provide a seamless experience across the public website on a PC, the portal, secure content, interaction with back-end systems, mobile devices like your tablets and your phones. We wanted that to be seamless, all come out of the same place. When we looked at Jadu, what we saw was a template that would allow us to get there. We, in the past, would have experiences with faculty and students having a great deal of conceptual difficulty with looking at something in one system for secure content and then having to bounce to a completely different system for public web content, completely different navigation styles, completely different modes of operating. They have really taken to this idea that it's all in one place. And it doesn't matter where I am in the college website, there's always a way to get to my portal content. All I have to do is log in to access it. And once I've logged in, I can move seamlessly, whether it's from a public news article back to my own content to check on a grade, whether I need to check on a course assignment. I can go to all those places. And even for systems that are external to the portal, say our learning management system for courses, we can provide single sign-on from this technology. So to them it's seamless. They really don't, it's funny, they don't understand the difference between the portal and these other systems because it becomes so seamless to go one place and just have access to everything. Our vision was to have a single system where people could move seamlessly between their access-controlled content that was either private and secure or targeted based on role at the college. And they could move back and forth between that to public content on the site and then go back perhaps to look at something that was very private. So if they were looking at grades or course options, they could look at a public list of classes but then go to their own secure list of classes they'd already taken and compare and do a lot of work like that. So we were looking at that, and we were also looking at a way to allow faculty and staff to do a little bit more self-management of the content that was in the portal. They could do that on the public website via our previous CMS, but they couldn't do it in the portal software. So we were looking for a way to be able to distribute that end of things as well. So a single system, a single CMS that would allow us to also be a portal was going to be a huge win for us technology and user services wise.
For Dickinson, we wanted to implement Jadu because we knew we could implement one single platform that could support a responsive design. It could support accessibility needs that we had, and with one technology stack, we could grow to support our mobile, our portal, and our public-facing website. And from my perspective, looking at staffing considerations and resource considerations, that was really important because up until then we were running 3 separate systems to support all of those, and this really brought it into one so that our developers, our system administrators just needed to focus on one system to support all 3 of those things.
The Jadu content portal is going to take us in a number of different directions. I think one of the key ones for us is to provide a smooth experience between all stages of the student. So right now we have the student whose perspective, who's looking at the college and is largely interacting with the public website. Public websites, of course, because they're marketing tools to a certain extent, receive a great deal of attention and detail to user experience. Once they get here, they become our students. They're part of the body of the college. Often they get shifted into these systems that are very process transaction oriented without necessarily the attention to detail and user experience. And then, of course, we hope they graduate and matriculate and go on and become alumni, successful alumni who want to continue to interact with the college. And again, we spend quite a bit of time making sure that experience is pleasant, but we'd like to have that be pleasant the whole way along the continuum. By using the Jadu content portal and the CMS aspects of this, we think we can provide that much better than we have before. So the response has been tremendous. In fact, we had one administrator tell us, I wasn't sure how this was going to work out. I was doubtful, but it's fantastic. So I think we're really pleased at this point. We've got lots of people who are looking for different ways to use this now that they've seen this paradigm work. And I think that we're starting to make some headway with people even understanding what the difference is between public and private content. It's not what system it's on, it's what focus you have for delivering that content. So it's really going to take off here, I think, and we're going to be happy with what we have.